It's a bit aspiring. I'm gonna actually ban you if you add me telling me what to do. It's just not a good approach to being a viewer in the channel. One of those runs today that I won, we did the Coliseum fight. Looks like 2 campfires, 2 elites happening today. Hey, Dr. Worm. I think you're great at the drums. Hey, I see Wobbles. There's nothing that we really got out of 1 HP elite here, I don't think. Let's just take the 6 max HP. Did I take no damage in the Coliseum fight? I forgot about that. I wasn't trying to sell myself short, I had just forgotten about that. Maybe I was meant to strike instead of neutralize somewhere there. Should duo with critical motion in PUBG. I really enjoyed playing PUBG, but then like the Australian servers just like exploded. It became very difficult for me to play with Nick. Like everyone I played PUBG with was Australian pretty much. A Mercury Hourglass? That is so much better than a Decay. That is so much better than a Decay. Wow. It's a lot better than a stab too, yeah. Was that a bug? He didn't stab me. Could have been. I got in touch with the devs after the stream. Take a skewer here. Solves our damage problems. Ouch. It's not fun. I was born in Auckland, New Zealand. I moved to Seattle when I was about 12 or something like that. At least it's not Grey Slime, Red Slaver. That's true. Our events could theoretically have been worse. Like, we could have gotten a Decay from the wheel as well. But the part of the events where 2 of them were fights and now we're doing hard holy fights before the elite and have 45 health and stuff isn't great. Let's take a Crippling Cloud. It's like a little bit early for a Crippling Cloud, but I don't know. Is it ever actually too early for a Crippling Cloud? Hey, Balger! Balger, we're working it out. Should be ready to go soon, is the hope. You can get this fight on the second floor or a single Jewel Worm. Well, how fights work in Act 1 and in the other acts too is that the first 2 in Act 2 or 3 or 3 in Act 1 fights are from an easy enemy pool. And then the rest of the fights that you do in the act are from a difficult enemy pool. So if you don't take early hallway fights, you could fight Joel Wormblade in the act, but that's just because you didn't take early hallway fights. Do we energy potion here? Is there another elite? I feel like we use the energy potion on the other elite for damage. The archive potato. That went okay. We could still take another 10, actually. Good. Yeah, 29 health is like, we're going to have to rest, but we feel like it's sort of okay that we're resting, I feel like. Sort of in that wheelhouse. Art of War actually goes sort of okay with our skewer. And very well with our Crippling Cloud. Nothing beats a 4-dazed turn. What about a 5-dazed turn? Let me challenge you on that one. What about a 5-dazed turn? We can buy Tiny Chest card remove. I'm not usually super excited about buying Tiny Chest, but it feels reasonable to me here, so I'm gonna do it. 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark rooms. That's actually quite a bit more influential than it sounds like it is. Because usually you have like a 2% chance and then all of a sudden you have a 12% chance sort of thing. Good fight. Good fight. A frozen egg. Don't have any powers in the deck yet. I'm pretty happy to add upgraded powers though when we see them. We're taking a lot of events too. That's another part of Tiny Chest being a reasonable purchase. Nice. Nice. Yes. Very good. Save the regen pot for Guardian because this fight doesn't go long enough, I guess. Does this mean we prioritize question marks now? I think we already were prioritizing question marks pretty heavily. We're gonna take Act 2 elite fights. Ooh. Backstab as well. Yeah, we're gonna be pretty happy taking Act 2 elite fights, I think. Would I be willing to do a voiceover for all the enemies? If you give me voice lines to say, maybe. I have a voice pack for XCOM 2. Ouch. The damage is sort of a grind for this fight. We get to watch Mercury Hourglass kill this enemy pretty much. How's it going, Kigari? Hey, Sim. How are you today? Hey. Congrats on the baby, Sim. I'm glad that there are more little Simcopters in the world. If anyone doesn't know Simcopter 1, my What's the right way to say this? My chill guru? If I'm ever up late at night and just want to relax, Simcopter's stream is like premium real estate. Excellent streamer, makes everyone... I don't know. I get people coming into this channel and like thanking me for helping them calm down and cheer them up after a bad day. And I feel like a lot of them should just be watching Sim, but I probably shouldn't tell them because I'll lose all of my viewers. I guess fortunately we don't stream at the same time. You should all be watching Simcopter. Streams all sorts of relaxing games. I really enjoyed GeoGuessr streams, Stardew Valley streams. Hey Kagari, thanks for the 6 months sub in a row. Oh yeah, you did your annual Doki Doki playthrough last night, right? I saw that you were starting that, but I was on my way to sleep, so I didn't get to tune in at all. Man, I played Doki Doki once. At the end of a 24-hour stream, someone suggested it, and I was at the point where I just like wasn't thinking anymore because I'd been streaming for 22 hours or whatever. So I was like, sure, let's do that. Have not played it again. Not, not sure that I will. I have a lot of respect for your ability to play that game. More than once. It was really, really fun to play it once, though. $1,000 cuts plus with like... Okay, it's incredible in our starting hand because we have a ninja scroll and a backstab, so we just play it and just AoE everything down straight away. Even past our starting hand, it's a way to deal damage which procs Art of War. It doesn't require us to be attacking. And then if we do want to attack, we've got Neutralize and Skewer, which we could play as zeros. So I think we take 1,000 cuts over Adrenaline here. Something that was very evident in that fight we just played, I think, was that our scaling damage is not present in the deck yet. And 1,000 cuts helps us with that a lot. Adrenaline's a very good card. Adrenaline is absolutely a very good card. I'm gonna take Cursed Key over Velvet Choker and a Hovering Kite. We don't get to spend enough energy. If we discard 2 cards per turn right now, we're not drawing enough cards. And Choker's just Ninja Scroll plus Backstab is just gonna make our turn 1 too bad. Does Art of War proc on turn 1? No, it doesn't. And of course it won't be proccing on turn 2 for our deck either, because we're pretty much always going to be playing all of our shivs on turn 1. But it can start proccing on turn 3. And that's something. Collector is a rough fight, which actually becomes quite a lot easier with the addition of 1,000 cuts. Cursed Key and Tiny Chest. Yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad. That's all I can really say about that. It has happened. It's the world that we live in now. Blade Dance deals a lot of damage with 1,000 cuts. Deadly Poison deals a lot of damage too and works with Art of War. I think overall this deck is too damage heavy though, that we need to be looking at card draw and scaling and blocking as the things we're prioritizing picking up. So this is a Backflip or a Piercing Whale. A lot of commons, a lot of duplicates. Two of these, 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 two of these. Three dodge and rolls, actually. A lot of duplicates. Backflip and Piercing Whale are both very, very strong cards here. Piercing Whale's probably better right now. I think there's like... Piercing Whale's better now. There's some point in Act 3 where Backflip is a better card, and then by the time we get to Act 4, Piercing Whale's better again. Probably. In terms of how most runs are going to develop. I'm just going to take the Curse here, I think. Feels like our deck is strong enough. Letter Opener. Doesn't proc that often. I'll take it. It'll proc more later. I've come to the conclusion that I might actually be good at Slay the Spire. I hope so. I've spent a while trying to get to that point. Okay, good little kill there. Didn't draw our curse yet. Dash. We might not want to dash in this deck. We have an Art of War, 1,000 cuts, a letter opener. I think we've reached a point where we're strong enough in hallway fights that its value there isn't quite as important. I think we can skip it. Let's transform a strike. Do a quick slash. That's an improvement, I guess. Doing pretty well. Mrs. Dash would be good as opposed to Mr. Dash. I feel like Mrs. Dash is Crippling Cloud, and Mrs. Dash is generally a lot better than Mr. Dash, if that's the case. Would I have considered Wrist Played from the boss? I don't think it would have been great. Not for very long, we'll say. This fight may have been long enough to regen potion. For some reason I didn't think it was, but then I actually played it, and it totally was. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Ooh, we're going into this elite fight at quite low health. Man. I can take a Cloak and Dagger here. Sort of. It's good with Letter Opener, good with 1,000 Cuts, not great with Art of War. I think we can take it. Well, bully. Well, gee. When I picked 1,000 Cuts, a decent amount of the reason was how good it was in my opening hand. I've yet to actually have it in my opening hand, though. It'll be okay. It was pretty good here, too. Hey, Amadeus, how you doing? I'm surprised I'm still, like, going pretty strong here. I guess maybe because I've, like, won every single run today or something. Maybe I'm enjoying myself more than usual. I don't know. We want to let ourselves get the 1 extra point of health from Regen Potion. And Mercury Hourglass gets the kill. Acrobatics with 4 energy. I think we need a card like Acrobatics. I would rather be taking backflips, I think. But I don't think I can say no to Acrobatics. Acrobatics is a pretty good upgrade, actually. That's just the thing that the deck needs, is more card draw. I'm gonna risk it. We might die to triple slavers. It's the only issue I see here. Take our Sapphire Key, remove a curse. There's a Mayhem Plus here. At the start of our turn, play the top card of our draw pile. If that hits Skewer, it's really good. Uses a 4 energy Skewer and doesn't cost us any energy. Is there anything that it's bad to have it hit? Not really. Sometimes it'll hit a strike and turn off our Artivore in a way that we don't really like. I think it's worth grabbing, though. I have not won every run today. I lost a Silent and a Defect. It actually doesn't really seem that plausible that we lose this, does it? Now that I think about that for more than a second. Like, look at this opening turn. That's ridiculous. Okay. If you're new to the stream and are struggling to follow, I'd recommend my YouTube content. My YouTube content, I take a much slower pace. Well, depends exactly which YouTube content you're watching, I guess. But you can, like, slow it down and pause it and stuff, right? As well. I stream this game, like, 6 hours a day, every day, pretty much, so... This is sort of the pace that I'm gonna be going at to do that. Yeah, the overexplained runs are great, especially if you're... I would say that those are a little bit more advanced than, like, beginner. Although maybe if you're a beginner, the overexplained run could be good still, too. Let's grab a footwork. That looks good. And Gambling Chip with Ninja Scroll. We have a 10-card starting hand with 3 shivs in it, right? We can discard those shivs if we want. Like against the Heart, for example, there's no reason we have to play those shivs turn 1. We can discard them, get all of our scaling into place. There's a slower place than this? Are you kidding? Happen to be one of the faster players of this game, I think. Really, any time that the game wants to, like, give me 1,000 cuts in my starting hand would be cool. Alright. Hey Twinge, how are you doing? Bodie! Bodie! Bodie. The consonants in other languages They're so cool sometimes. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Agbo Musho to you as well. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. I mean, it doesn't take you that long to finish Run of Slay the Spire if you're just trying to die on floor 5, right? You can get that done in a couple of minutes. Hey, Mandana. Hope you're doing well. Go Well-Laid Plants. Well-Laid Plants is an excellent pickup. Probably gonna want some sort of upgrade here. Yeah, I think we need Neutralize. And then probably we'll be resting at the next campfire, unless something sort of odd happens in this fight. That's the turn one we've been looking for. I saw that. Oh, there was the skewer off the top with Mayhem. That's the dream. I saw that. They were talking about a boss that dealt you 1 damage every second of the fight. Yeah, I don't think that would be a great addition to the game, not gonna lie. So Bouncing Flask is fine, Dodge and Roll is fine. Choke is probably okay. I'm gonna take a Dodge and Roll with a Dex Potion and a Footwork Plus. I think we can probably block through a decent amount of the collector's damage. Who ate my Big Mac? Thanks for the 8 months sub in a row. Agbomo show to you as well. Probably gonna want to Crippling Cloud next turn, right? Art of War isn't working at the moment. Okay. We picked up 1,000 cuts from the Act 1 boss. Hey, Potato, it's going all right. Wonder if you're pregnant. I've never had to deal with that before. Inferno, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Agbomo show to you as well. Is there a character who is more inclined to flourish in a mostly defensive environment? Not 100% sure what that means. All the characters have pretty reasonable ways of playing defensively, though. Flourish in a Jorb's Butter environment. Hey, me too. The best type of environment. Got 1,000 cuts just chunking along. I should not have played Skewer. That was just sort of silly. Sundial just went off. Any reason to wait? Yeah, actually we can get Sundial closer to proccing. Okay, now we can't. Good act. Collector respecting the 1v1. Let none say there is no honor in single combat. Burst seems alright with letter opener. Crippling Cloud. Piercing Whales, 1,000 Cuts. There are quite a few reasons why Burst is okay. And we're gonna be on 4 energy. It's fine. Get to pick between Black Star and Orrery. Orrery looks for upgraded powers for us with Frozen Egg. Black Star looks for more relics. Eternal Feather is not completely unreasonable, but we don't have upgrades that we desperately need right now, so I think it's okay to just rest a couple of times in Act 3, probably. Hey, Sergeant Ralph. Black Star is the high T play. I don't entirely know what that means, but I accept. First is a nice upgrade. It's an okay upgrade. We have to go there. Alright, let's do it. First! I want you back. There's no current way to know who the second Act 3 boss is now. It is a mystery. High testosterone. Gotcha. Oh. Like how real men play this game? Yeah, okay. Every time I've ever heard anything about that, it sounded terrible. Ghost in a Jar seems alright. Finisher? There might be something going on with Finisher here. Just on turn 1. And... pass. Are we opening this? Got a pentagraph. I lost a master of strategy pretty much out of the equation. I'm a little bit worried about our ability to block. Doesn't seem very good. Okay, there's a backflip. Could definitely use another couple of those. Ah, you drank an entire bottle of wine and you're not drunk. You might be drunk. That's usually what's going on there. Usually it turns out that actually you are drunk. Yeah. What does Parasite do? It's just a blank card. If you remove it from your deck, you lose 3 max HP. It's a blank card that's a little bit more difficult to get rid of. First, I found you. This fight may actually be bad for us. Like, we might die in it. 1,000 cuts into play seems helpful. I feel like I have not been multi-attacked yet. There was a 5x2 at some point. I remember it vaguely. We are up against a 10 strength Jawworm right now. Yeah. That's the concern. Is that, you know, this starts happening at some point. If I use the save and quit trick to retry fights, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about doing that. And I'm not going to start. Take a backflip? Oh, right. This is like the buffed up version of the fight that we were just struggling with. This will be good. Make some room to draw 1,000 cuts. It's a single player game. You can do whatever you want, but I don't know. I don't think that cheating is a great way to learn a game. Really? It'd be so nice to have a Noxious Fumes in play right now. What does slow do? For every stack of slow, an enemy takes an extra 10% damage from attacks that turn. We probably have to Dex Potion. Probably should have done that already. Save and quit lets you look at the same fight again and try different things to see what works. Yeah, but it shuffles your deck exactly the same way. So you don't... I mean... It encourages you to do things which don't actually make any sense because of how your deck happens to be shuffled that time through the fight. With 5 slow stacks right here, it takes 50% more damage from my attacks. If it works for you, it works for you. But I just don't. Don't think it's a great idea. Hey, Orion. It's got your first Ascension 28 heart kill on Ironclad with Pocket Watch. Nice. Definitely sleeping on that relic before you saw me using it on stream. Cool. Congratulations. This turn looks sort of horrible. All the turns are sort of horrible, though, aren't they? Skewer ends it. Sometimes a deck just really reminds me of Ascension 15. Sure, I'll take a Deflect. Deflect seems like it matches up nicely with the deficiencies that the deck had in that fight. And I think in that fight that we're going to eventually. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe 1,000 cuts, though, or well laid. Aha! Yes. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well laid plans would have been really cool too. Probably too much to ask, huh? What's my opinion on White Run? Hey, Lamosaurus. Hey, little horse. There was some thought that I could just intangible pot this turn. Might be a good idea. I think it's a good idea. All right. Is my D&D game streamed anywhere? It goes up on YouTube after the fact. It goes on Filthy Robots YouTube if you type here, !D&D. That gets you to a link with our latest session, pretty much. This deck is somewhat lacking, I would say. Lacking in, everything, pretty much. That certain je ne sais quoi. Is that how you say it? I don't actually speak French. Okay, oddly smooth stones, sort of nice. Cloak and Dagger plus. Ugh. Ugh. This is gonna be an unpleasant deck to fight the heart with. I guess we take it and it helps us right now, and then we look for Envenom, and that might justify having it. You know, like, stuff like Shuriken is really good. Yeah, that one's not very good. Who is that guy? The, like, gray face that everyone keeps making in the chat. He seems like a real idiot. It was a joke. A yoke, or play on words. Gray face, no space. I will take another well-laid plans and hope that we get some sort of card that gets held with well-laid plans to achieve something. Wow, this is not a great starting turn. We want to find Piercing Whales and Thousand Cuts. Yes, that's both of them. Perfect. I discarded a Piercing Whale. Is that true? Don't think that's true. Yeah, that isn't true. Can this deck take Act 4? Nope. Absolutely no chance right now. It does have a couple of floors to maybe get stronger, though. And maybe then it can. Keep looking for, like, kunai or something. I don't even know what there is, honestly. Ornamental Fan's okay. That's gotta be one of the better ones we could have hit. We got another Shame. Oh my... Oh, we can't afford tough bandages. Cannot afford tough bandages. I think it's Orange Pellets, Piercing Whale. And we're just gonna have a lot of really bad curses in the deck. That should be fun. Are Orange Pellets good enough? The other option is like Piercing Whale and card remove one of the strikes. Or curses, rather. They're probably good enough. Probably enough of our chance to win is tied up in getting a speed potion. Menage a trolls. Hey, Giant Head's regenerating this time. That's good. Has our deck improved at all since the last time we tried to kill Giant Head? I'm really not sure that it has. And this time he regenerates. Uh-oh. Strength potion? I really hope we don't have to strength potion here. If we have to strength potion here, we probably just lose. Like, It's improved a little bit. Ornamental Fan's relevant. Cloak and Dagger Plus is relevant. I should just be playing the Piercing Whales so they're not in my deck anymore. The Deflect is actually really relevant too. The icon next to 1000 Cuts is Mayhem, which is playing a random card for us at the start of every turn. Sorry. Sorry. I was having some quality time with my cat there. Yeah, Ornamental Fan's surprisingly good. Ornamental Fan does quite a lot, it turns out. I want to see Mayhem play Skewer. If it does that, we play a Skewer for 4 energy. It doesn't end the run. That's really good. I would like that to happen as well. Ah. Neutralize, neutralize, neutralize. Aha! Easy game. Easy game. Paper Crane. And a Caltrops? Oh. We're in it to win it. Crane is a pretty swell pickup there. Boot Bastralic? Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking and trying to communicate. I'm glad that I got that across to everyone. Man, that turn was an actual travesty. It's the boot! Look at it go! Why retain Parasite? Well, you don't want it in your draw pile, right? If it can be in your hand instead. Uh-oh. Do I slowly kill myself with Mayhem on the heart fight? We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. If it doesn't hit a block card, it will deal us damage, unless we have like dodge and roll block in play or something already. Should have played this first if I was gonna play it. Dazes are a big problem. Our deck doesn't draw enough cards. Doesn't have enough weak in it either. Don't think we're gonna make it. No. Hey, we're still alive. Still alive? Not still alive? Neutralizes an out. Still alive. Actually, we don't even need neutralize, I don't think. Can use that next turn. Right now we're taking 23. This is 24 block. We can just kill Donu next turn, though. That's better. So... Sure. It was good to hit neutralize when we did. Gets boot right before the Act 3 bosses. What a lucker. What can I say? This is the first boss. You can always tell which boss it is by looking here. If it's the 50th floor, it's the first boss. If it's the 51st floor, it's the second boss. Have I ever planked? I've exercised in my life. It was probably a while ago, though. I have to throw something at the cats. Alright, I've warned you, Zephyr. The cats get fed in another 4 hours, and so they've begun fighting to position to be first in line for the cat feeder. Will they add more Ascension levels? Could do. There's a neutralize for next turn. There are also a couple of shames in there. Oh yeah, they know what they've done. When they see the arm cocking back, they know. We only need 54, so this is actually just fine. Just hold on to the neutralize. Easiest game I've ever played. Second boss fight. We have 0% chance, I think, against Awaken Time Eater. We probably have more than 0% chance against Awakened one here. So that's cool. We play Footwork. Do we play 1,000 Cuts? I'm not sure that we do. I think we play like this, turn 1. I think we'll probably reach a point where we stabilize against Awaken one here. Forgot about Pantograph. Yep. Pantograph is a nice one to have. This is probably our first piercing whale. Apparently Art of War is going off. I'd rather just keep it weak. I'm actually having an artwork commissioned, Rob, of myself in Twitch chat with that exact trope represented in it. I don't think I've ever seen the unironic when there was only one pair of footsteps. That was when I was carrying you. I think I've only seen it ironically. Unfortunately, we don't have a leg sweep. Unfortunately. Also, we don't deal more damage than Awakened one is healing every turn. We're not even particularly close to having to worry about dealing more damage than Awakened one is healing every turn. Caltrops Mayhem? We're dead, right? I think we're dead. Awakened one, please no. Awakened one, no, please, no. Do we need this? I think we want 1,000 cuts, a lot more than it. We have Mayhem in play now. Art of War isn't going. Tech needed another footwork or a kunai. Would it be nice? Hello? This doesn't work. Fuck. If a tree falls in the forest, does the awakened one still gain strength? Nice. I want to hold this piercing whale until we're transforming. Seemed incredibly difficult to do, but we can try. Ooh, nice extra neutralize. What a great time to be frail. That's just lovely. What's my bacon number? I'm not sure. I had piercing whale. Yep, and I still have piercing whale, and that's pretty important if I want to win the run. Nice. I'm coming. Oi. This is not yours. No, no, no. Sorry. How does me talking to my cats influence your streaming experience? Would you say Twitch chat? I am frail again. Less than Dolphin talking to Bernie. Bernie's a sweetheart. Burst. We want to hold burst piercing whale, if at all possible. You're only here to see my cats. Well then. It's a lot of pressure on the cats. Yeah! This turn's not great. Arn Games, thanks for the 4 months sub in a row. Hongbomo show to you as well. Very nearly. Very nearly. Okay, burst, piercing whale, skewer. Oh, actually, the piercing whale kills it. Nice. Why do I sometimes only keep 3 instead of 4 cards? Because I want to have room to acrobatics. You can only have a max of 10 cards in hand. Getting Apotheosis win me the run. I have no idea what I need to win the run from here, honestly. Absolutely none. When was regen added to the Awakened One? I don't remember ever playing the game without regen on the Awakened One. Burst piercing to remove all of Awakened One's strength. That's why Awakened One doesn't have 12 strength right now. When Awakened One dies, Awakened One looks at how much strength it has. And then if that strength is positive, it keeps it. If it's negative, it purges it to 0. But doesn't keep extra. Oh, cool. I thought I was out of energy there, but sundial went off. Well, we are in Act 4, I guess. I would like a leg sweep. A leg sweep would be a pretty decent purchase. Gonna have to rest. We don't have to rest. We could upgrade a burst. Upgrade burst seems okay. Or we could also lift, but we have boot anyway, so it doesn't do that much. Gonna upgrade burst. Block potion, draw potion, piercing whale. Probably piercing whale? This fight looks like we won already, to me. Hmm. Maybe I was a bit hasty with that assessment. What's going on here? Why are all these cards so bad? Oh my gosh. Hello? Okay. Should have held Caltrops. Well, we'll Piercing Whale this turn anyway, right? Double Piercing Whale. Single Piercing Whale? Double Piercing Whale. Okay. Probably won this fight. I think. Snecko Skull. Oh, if that had been a Noxious Fumes or an Envenom and then we got to Power Potion it. Man. If I go to local tourneys in this game, I actually travel worldwide. Let's go Power Pot on Caltrops or Well-Laid Plans? Caltrops, I think, since we have 2 Well-Laid Plans. This might actually be winnable. You hear Caltrops is good against the heart. Yep, I was probably meant to hold a power there. Seems sort of important in retrospect. Mm-hmm. 3, 4, 5. This needs to be leg sweep, I think. Oh. Disgusting. We still probably don't win though. Like, Piercing Wail just doesn't actually make you invulnerable, unfortunately. It's close, but not quite. Do we even Piercing Wail here, or do we hold off on it? I think we might wait. How does this deck deal damage? No, no, no. You're thinking about this the wrong way. That's not what this deck is about at all. Skewer would have been a decent one to play next turn, actually. Is Caltrop scaling? It's linear scaling. Problems? Wow, it's still not adding wounds? When does it start adding wounds? It's not adding wounds yet. Like, when does it do that? Discard this. Oh no. It's okay, we have Survivor. It's okay, we have Survivor. I will be fairly impressed if we manage to win this. Okay. What is this actually? Is it 8 times 15? It's 7 times 15, right? 8 times 15, 40%? It's 8 times 15. So we go to 1 times 15 if we Piercing Wailed once. I don't see a reason why we can't Burst Plus. Maybe we need Burst Plus next turn. Maybe that's why. And go Dodge and Roll. Piercing Wail. Piercing Wail? 2 Piercing Wails? The part where we are frail this turn is really bad. Okay, that's a good draw. Oh, Skewer would hit for 62 next turn. We have Hourglass. And Neutralize. And Cloak and Dagger. Ah, that's five wins today. I didn't think that deck would win the new Deca fight. And then I didn't think it would win the Awaken One fight. I thought it would win the Act 4 Elite fight, but I did not think it would win the Heart fight. Yeah, okay. Piercing Wail's a good card. Piercing Wail's a good card. I am definitely not 9-1 in my last 10, no. I think I'm 7-3 in my last 10. Ornamental Fan was incredibly important, yeah. Opening those chests instead of avoiding the curses with Cursed Key. I think won the run. Don't think we win that run without doing that. This run has got to move Whale up the tier list. Whale's like the best common in the game. You can't go up from from that on the tier list. How many is 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I win the next run, I will be at 8-2 over my last 10.